Okay, so now let's talk about for our 9 to 5ers who are working all day, what you might want to structure your day like. So I'm going to breeze through this because you already got the bulk of it. So this is kind of just the tail end of it. So what you want to do, similar to those of us that are building full time, is wake up in the morning, same thing. You want to start your day off on the right foot. So wake up, roll over before you get out the bed. If you pray, you're praying. You know what I mean? Or give thanks however you'd like to do so. If I definitely think that you should write down your affirmations. I would say anywhere from about 7 to 10 affirmations. Again, maybe your affirmation is, I am beautiful. I am smart. I will be I will be a multiple 6-figure earner by this age or by this date, and pick a date that adds a little bit of pressure to you, but is totally reasonable. And then you want to go ahead from there. And I think another thing that's really good is for you to actually write down your affirmations, because if you write them down, then you can't forget them. So say you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh my God, I forgot my affirmations. Maybe you write them down on a notepad and you leave it on the side of your bed with a water. So for me, I just have them memorized. But at first I did have them written down on a sticky note on 2 sides. And I always keep water by my bed, because the first thing I do when I wake up is I pray. I do my affirmations, and then I chug about 8 ounces of water, because I have to replump my cells back up. I need to boost my mood, and I need to get going. If you've got work, maybe you're not working out in the morning. If you do, go ahead and get your workout in. If you're doing your 30-minute workout, go ahead and bust it out, your hit at home. Or if you wake up early, go to the gym, go ahead and handle that. If you don't work out until the evening, that's okay. Then you want to wake up and you want to go ahead and eat your breakfast. Maybe you have time to prepare a breakfast, so you prepare it. Maybe you are a smoothie person because you need something quick. Maybe you eat breakfast at work, but make sure it is a healthy breakfast that's going to help fuel your body and help give you energy. So you want to avoid sugary things, heavy carbs, all of that first thing in the morning, because it's going to deplete your energy. Then you want to go ahead, take your NutriBurst, take your energy, whatever it is. I highly suggest, especially because you are tighter on time, you squeeze in your content when you can. So most likely, if you're getting ready for work, if you do your makeup in the morning or your hair is done or whatever, I love it, because the more natural you make it and the more you actually, are relatable, people will understand. Because a lot of us who, maybe we do this full time, we might attract stay-at-home moms, or we might attract the 9 to 5er, but especially if they can tell you are a 9 to 5er and you're growing this business successfully, they're really going to be interested. Like, if she can do it, I can do it too. So maybe, Deanna, hair is done, you're in your scrubs, and it's in the morning and you're taking your NutriBurst. Get in front of you guys. I've been telling you guys about the selfie angles, but nobody wants to listen. Get in front of the window where the sun is hitting your face and take a selfie with your NutriBurst. You know what I mean? Or take a video just saying, good morning, guys. It's a great day, with your NutriBurst, and sneak your content in there. You guys could tell when I was working a 9 to 5. You could tell, because all of a sudden I was sneaking in my content. So in the morning, I would go ahead and I would sneak in, boom. Even I didn't have time to talk in the morning and show my NutriBurst, I would take a picture of it real quick and I would write on the side. I would save it, and when I got to work and have a moment, I'd write on the side. Or I would take a picture of my breakfast and show you and say what it was really quickly. When you get to work, because you probably have to jump straight into work, if you have time where you can listen to the morning charge-up call while you're driving to work, a lot of us these days, we do have an audio system in our car, built into the cars. If you don't, that's okay. Put the phone on, put it on speaker, listen to Twyler or Keely or Candace or Stanisha talk to you about, the morning charge-up call. Because hearing all of that energy first thing in the morning, or, hearing their words of wisdom about think big, or maybe, of something about, consistency, or, stop getting in your own way. We need that first thing in the morning. And a lot of times we need an outside force to come in and remind us what it is that we're doing, why we're doing it, and that we need to stay strong, and that we have to really not sell ourselves short. So we need that morning motivation. Maybe you like to listen to, you listen to that and you want to listen to something else. I don't know how, all of your jobs are set up. I know some of you guys have jobs where you can put in your headphone and listen. Maybe you work at a desk and you're answering calls or something and you can sneak your headphone in for about 40 minutes when it's not as busy in the morning and listen. Some of you guys are busier. You can't do that, but on the way to work, get it in. Even if you can listen for 15 minutes, that makes a world of a difference, okay? On your lunch break, I literally, if I couldn't listen to it first thing on the way to work, which I always could, my drive to work was about 30 minutes. I had time to listen to some mindset training for 30 minutes. 30 minutes did a lot for me. Not to mention the fact that a lot of you guys, I was in the same position. You're going to a job that you don't like. So you're literally driving to pull up to be like, hey, I don't like you, but I'm here because I like my paycheck. I think it should be more, but you tell me you're only going to pay me this much right now. So until this whole TLC thing pops off, I'm here. What's up? So you kind of need to feed into your brain and what you're doing, because you got to get your head on straight. Because we know people can get us real messed up real quick. But if you come in like, you guys are not going to bother me, I am stronger than this. I am here for a reason and a season. I am not here permanently. You guys are stuck here permanently. I always looked at my job like that. I used to tell my mom, I said, July, I'm out of here. I left before July. It got to the point where I was like, bye, y'all. TLC's paying me enough. Goodbye. I was like, no. But you have to, everyone's situation is different. You know what I mean? Everyone's situation is different. I totally understand that. But you have to remind yourself, don't think of it as like, I hate this job. I don't want to be here. Because then you put yourself in a victim spiral. And it's hard for you to focus on being positive and uplifting yourself out of it. So I need you to think about, I am here for a reason and a season. This paycheck will allow me to make sure my family can eat and rent is paid. This paycheck, we have our health care here. So my kids have dental care, vision, and I have what I need. This paycheck is going to allow me to be able to invest in my TLC business so that I can, have better packaging, buy more product, get more samples, set up, tables at a local vending event so that I can get my TLC business popping, because in 1 year, I am out of this place. I am here for a reason. It is a blessing. You need to look at your current situation, whether you feel like it is or it isn't, as a blessing, because there are people out there that do not have jobs. Let's be very clear. They don't have jobs. They're struggling. They wish they had 2 streams of income. They don't even have 1. You guys have 2. Whether you are really working it or not, you have 2. How lucky are you, whether you think you are or you're not? So you guys want to make sure when you get there on your lunch break, don't know how long your lunch break is, but I had an hour. So what I would do is a lot of times I would pack my lunch. It saved me money and it saved me time. I knew that if I packed my lunch and I had all my snacks packed, I could stay better on track with my own health and weight goals. I could stay better on track with not draining my wallet. And I knew that if I packed my lunch, all I had to do was heat it up for 5 seconds. And then the rest of my hour break, I would eat while I did more mindset training. Or for me, a lot of times, I would eat while I answered people or did my engagement. So if I did my calling in the morning on the way to work, I knew that at lunch, I had about, let's say 45 minutes, if you have an hour lunch, to sit, to eat, to nourish my body, and to be able to actually do my likes and comments. You can bust out 100 likes and comments in an hour. If you're really working, you can bust it out in 30 minutes if you're serious about it. Okay? And then it's done. So then when you get home, you can go into responding to people, responding to emails, responding to CPP. If you are working CPP, I highly suggest that, the night before, you went ahead and you added your new, 3 to 5 groups, and you thought about what 3 to 5 groups you wanted to post in the next day. So when you wake up in the morning, after you did your affirmations and you prayed and you ate or whatever, while you're at a red light, or the minute you get into work and you have a moment, boop, hit that button. You already know what post, you already have the script copy and pasted, and just load it in. 3 to 5 groups, CPP, done. So during the day, you let it do its thing. Don't stress over answering, because guess what? What's supposed to happen will happen. So at lunch, when you can respond to some, you respond to some. In the evening, when it's time for you to respond to some, you respond to them and you get it done. In the evening is when you can also respond to your people about, you know, your Instagram posts, what you might have posted, and that's when you can reach out to people. Okay. If you're not doing it while you're doing your 100 likes and comments at lunch, and you're going to save your engagement to when you get home because you have a shorter break, then you can go ahead and do it in the evening. What I want to say is, in the evening, you want to, I'm not suggesting this, I'm telling you that if you make this something that is mandatory for yourself, you will see increase in your business and how you feel, just overall. If you tell yourself that every day after you go home and maybe you work out or you get your kids, you know, or your whole family settled and everybody's set up and they ate, you need to let everyone know, listen, okay? Because I know that I'm talking to some of you guys that have kids and families. You need to let everybody know, mommy's got to work because we need to make more money. We want vacations. I know you want to play basketball or you want new toys, okay? Or we want to move. Mommy needs 2 hours to get stuff done and make sure they're set up and lock in. I don't care if you got to lock yourself in the closet with the Wi-Fi. I don't care if you got to lock yourself in the car. Guys, find a way, because I know that there's a lot of you guys that you can find a way, but you're going to have to set it up that way. So 2 hours, what we're going to do. You want to do an hour in each app, okay? Give or take. So let's say you're doing 1 hour on Instagram, doing your engagement and posting maybe, and you're doing 1 hour in Facebook, doing your engagement, and, you know, following up with CPP, because you know how CPP gets. There's some days where it just keeps ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing off. I'm dealing with that today. Deanna, I see your face. I'm dealing with that today. Deanna, this is what I've got so far from a post I did about 2 hours ago, and I have not checked or answered everyone yet. So we've got about 40 people so far I'm currently engaged in conversations with, and I have more. I only did it 2 hours ago, so we know it's going to ring off until tomorrow. Lord, I am so, mind you, I get so excited because I'm like, yes, money, new clients. But at the same time, I'm like, oh shit, I'm going to be up all night. We do what we got to do. It's a blessing. It is a blessing. That's all leads right there. Again, with the CPP, you guys want to make sure that you're setting up your weight loss support groups, because that is a great way to keep tabs on your prospects and your clients. You can keep your information in front of them in a free, no pressure way. I'm not going to go too in depth with this because Candace and the other leaders that are running CPP will. So I want to make sure you guys plug into their training as well, because it is major. It is a major system. I already spoke about what our goals are, what you want to do for Instagram and Facebook, so I'm not going to go on those again, but understand that you need to get those done, and we're doing 2 hours. Because instead of doing everything one time where, you know, if you were building, you want to do first thing and, you know, in your day, you do 1 hour mindset, 1 hour Instagram, 1 hour Facebook, 1 hour content. If you're building and you're doing two, let's say if you have 3 hours you can carve out in the evening, that's even better. But if you can just do 2, you can do, okay, let's say this. Let's say you do 40 minutes of Instagram and 40 minutes of Facebook. That means that you have a total of 20 minutes. Am I counting wrong? To make 2 hours? Wait. Hold on. No, 40 minutes. Guys, listen. I'm letting you guys all know that I don't know how to do math very well. So hold on. Yes. So you have 40 minutes of being able to do your content planning, or actually get it done, or you get to actually think about it and plan it out. So this is a time where if you're going to work out, maybe you go ahead and record your workout really quickly. Maybe this is the time that you go ahead and you get pictures done. Another thing that, you know, time batching is something that I talk about a lot. And that means you actually plan what content you're going to get done ahead of time, and you get it done all in one day. If you're going to record a workout, record a workout. If you're going to just get cute pictures of you in activewear, do that. If you're going to visit a new gym or something and you want video content or pictures, do that. If you're going to record, you know, a recipe that you're making, you do that then and get it done ahead of time. Do it on the weekend so that you can get, you know, 3, 4, 5 posts done. So during the week, you don't have to worry about it, but you have to plan it out. So this is pretty much what I have for you guys this evening. At this time, if you guys have any questions, you can unmute yourself and I'll go ahead and answer them.
I do have a question because my pen was not writing earlier for the earlier training.
Yeah.
You were talking about you were breaking down specifically what for Instagram you think that people should put. You said make sure you put your detox at least once a day.
Mm-hmm.
And you said a product on your page how many times? You said at least twice a week? Was it
yes,
what you said?
At least like once or twice a week. Twice is even better, where you have, no matter what other content you have a picture of you or like somebody else with the product.
Okay, so just holding the product or
physically they can see it.
Okay.
So not like you're showing a before and after saying they use this, like where they can visibly see it. Because when people scroll through your page, they need to be able to see like you working out, you eating healthy, you with your kids, a NutriBurst bottle, you working out, you looking good, you at this new, you went out this weekend, you look amazing in your dress, you with the NRG, you with the detox tea. They have to see it when they scroll through so they can be like, what's that? And it has to keep popping up in like a timed fashion so that they're like, okay, what is this I keep seeing? Or maybe it's not you. It's great also to mix in there where you have a selfie or a video or a picture of your client physically with their products as well. So it's really good to ask them for pictures of them with their product too.
And then you broke down what you feel like we should put at least in our story. You said healthy meal, something with your hands and or face in that day. I missed some of them though.
No problem. So one, you want to do, I said one, you definitely want to have a detox tea post, something including the detox tea. You want to have a testimonial post. So whether that is a before and after picture of a client or maybe of you, or it is a screenshot of, when you followed up with them, the words, and you just blur out their name or their face, whatever, to make it, what's it called?
I got you.
Girl, I'm tired. I can't think of it right now.
Private, yeah, you just block it out. Censor,
I got CPP brain. I'm like, ooh. But sorry, D. So then
I'm about to dive into that this week, so we're gonna be working on that.
Because it's amazing. Like I'm telling you, when you start getting into it every day, and just be patient, it's like all in one day. It's just like the floodgates will open, and you'll be like, "Order!" But you gotta
I need that.
It's a lot, but it's I started the weight loss support. I have like 5 people in there.
Yeah.
They like chatted up in there. Oh, I ate this and I ate that.
But that's what you want. You want that everybody to start talking to each other, because when they get to talking, the minute one tries the detox tea and one of them goes, "Oh yeah, guys, you need this. It's bomb." They're gonna be like, Deanna, Chris, what's that? Like,
yeah, I'm trying to transition now because I have 2 customers that are ending. They're almost at the end of their month of the Diet Duo Kit, and I'm trying to figure out. This morning, I'm like, maybe I'll just mail them like a 5-day detox. Thank you, whatever, just to get.
You know what you can do?
They receive it. They're like, well,
uh-oh, she cut out. Can you guys hear me?
I hear you now.
Deanna, say that one more time. It cut out.
Yeah. Out sending my 2 customers that are at the end of their Diet Duo Kit, like a week supply of tea, and not even saying anything to them. So once they receive it, they can hit me up like, what is this that you just sent me? Like, I'm trying to figure out how to introduce
so the best way to do that is
like
to sample. So even if you send them, like 2 or 3 packets, you know what I mean? And you send it to them.
Okay.
And you say, hey, I know, send a card. So you can get, I have them in the other room, but like a thank you card. Get a thank you card.
Yeah.
And you want to go ahead and write in there and say, hey, so-and-so, thank you,
Yeah.
Again, thank you for your business and your support. I greatly appreciate it. I know that you're nearing the end with your Diet Duo. And, you know, if you're looking to push for more results, please let me know. We'll go ahead and order your next shipment. In the meantime, I would love for you to try our #1 selling detox tea, which everyone loves. And then you want to go ahead and just say, you know, if you'd like to learn more, message me or here's my link to order. The other thing that you can do is if you get it in the thank you card, you can write a certain amount of it in there. And you can actually type up, get a sheet of, like a Word document, type up majority of the words in like a little letter, and you can fold it inside the thank you card. But in the thank you card, you just want to say, hey, so-and-so, thank you so much for your business and your support. Please see my letter. I have enclosed free samples of our famous Ayaso Detox tea for you to try. And then you want to list out the benefits of the Ayaso tea in your letter that you write to them. Girl. Next thing you know, they're going to be like, I need some detox tea. I want the Nutriburs because my girl said her hair was growing. So, you guys, I'm tired. So you already know how it gets on training sometimes.
Right. Even with my teas, I've been sending, like, for a couple of people, I did send samples. But with my tea, I put my little thing that Rachel had showed me, like the little instructions. But
and
then
she made
I
it look
print
even
out from the
cuter
back
than
office.
mine. Hers is good.
Look, I'm very artsy, so I wouldn't say it looked better, but I'm just saying, like I'm just a nerd. So anyway, I get to use my arts and crafts into my business now.
Girl.
I printed my in the back office. They have the resolution drops. They have like these little things that are like this size. You put 4 on a sheet, and I cut it out, and I just slid that in there. Like, oh, you know, you want these drops, girl.
Smart. Very
so then
smart.
they see that, like, what's this resolution thing?
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, you know, those drops, they really help you lose. You know, I know you're trying to detox. And you don't want to, like, straightforwardly be like, oh, this person really needs to lose more weight. But, you know, you're like, I know you're trying to detox, but these really help you, like, drop weight. You know, some people are seeing 20 to 30 pounds lost in a month. And, you know, boom. But at least then it starts a conversation. So.
And it's good because
my issue right now, Rachel, is my Diet Duo people are asking me if they can take if they can get the Get Fit kit and if they can take all the products at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can? Like, they can all? Okay.
It just depends on how, the thing is.
They're so excited that they're like, oh, I want the Diet Duo kit. And then they're like, I want the Get Fit kit too. And I'm like, cool.
This is the thing. Because some of the products kind of overlap in benefits a little bit, there is a such thing where you can be over replenishing or over, you know, adding vitamins and minerals, because there is a such thing as doing too much, where it's the point where your body's like, oh, okay, I got it. So, you know, I would recommend, if anything, they could do the Life Drops and the Resolution 20 and do a detox tea. Absolutely, they could do that together. If they're talking about doing the Diet Duo, the Resolution Drops, the Life Drops, and NRG, I don't think so. Just because of the fact that the Life Drops will help to increase your energy also. So putting energy on top of that, talking about probably, you know, fast heart rate, it might be too much. And talking about taking Nutriburst with all three, the Life Drops are packed with vitamins and minerals. You know what I mean? So I don't know if they need Nutriburst on top of it. I don't think it might be a bad idea, but it might be a case-by-case basis. But my main concern is adding NRG in when they're already taking the Life Drops. That is what I'm like, I don't think I recommend it.
And I'm just like, that's something that I was just like, okay, how the hell?
You could do Diet Duo.
I'm glad that they're enthusiastic.
I know.
Right. So I'm like, okay, but what is the longevity of the Life Drops? Like, because, you know, NRG, you might take it in the morning, and sometimes if you have a really jam-packed day, you went to work out off of that NRG, you might actually want to take it again at lunchtime.
So, I mean, it's up to them.
What would you say is their longevity? But I told them, from my understanding, you can have all the products, you know. However, you definitely want to try, like, some at a time. You don't want to take them all at once right away. You want to, like, see how your body reacts to, you the first set of products first and then go from there. Or even if you don't necessarily double up on all the like vitamins and or like NutriBurst, NRG, yada yada, you can still benefit from the 30-minute workout guide and the some of the other stuff too. I was like, if you want to interchange some of it, but I just
this is the other thing, ladies. If you want to, it's up to your discretion. Now, mind you, I wouldn't just send somebody the the 30-day Get Fit challenge with the foods list and the workout guide if they didn't buy anything from you. Hell no. Don't just send it out like a hot cake. However, what I will say is, if they're buying a diet duo, you can throw it in there as a freebie. Or if you feel like you need an extra push to make a sale, you can say, hey, guess what? Since you're super serious about this and I know you want to work out and you kind of need help with getting started on that, even though you're technically getting the diet duo, I will send you the Get Fit challenge that usually comes with the Get Fit kit. It has the foods list. It has the 30-minute at-home HIIT plan to blast the fat and build lean muscle. I think that might help you in terms of, getting into a workout routine, especially something short and easy for you to do. I'll send that to you. I think that's something that might benefit you. Girl, because guess what? When they read through it, I don't know if you got to read through that so far, but then they start seeing stuff about NRG and NutriBurst and tea, and they're like, hold up, what's this? You never know if their next kit, they're like, well, I want that. Or they just want a piece out of it. Another thing that I have done is some of my people who have really good rapport with, maybe they order detox tea from me, and I want to get them on a kit because I know that based off their goals, they would do really well, but they don't want to come up off of the money for it. I'll say, hey, girl, guess what? I'm going to send you the 30-day Get Fit Challenge kit so you can try using the workout, and it has the foods list. That with starting on your detox, see how you do. Then we'll talk about going from there if you need more results. When they start reading through it, they're going to be like, oh, wow. They feel like a piece is missing because a piece is missing. If you had the whole kit on top of the foods and the workout, you have this full system. Deanna, even though she has her thing muted, she's always like so expressive. She's like, Rachel. Deanna, unmute yourself. What do you have to say?
No, I'm just like, ooh. Because I'm like, why the hell would you send it to them if, but now that you
it depends. If you feel it.
Because I've actually read the meal plan and the grocery list and everything. And it's true. It's like I was on the Get Fit kit and I wanted to get back on the Get Fit kit.
Yeah, because when you read it gets you excited because you're like, this is a full system.
And there's other products that I've done in the past, but it's the same psychological thing. Like there was one meal plan I was on and they're like, oh yeah, take your CLA 3 times a day. I'm like, oh, well, I don't have CLA.
And then you're like, well, maybe I need it because
I got to go buy CLA.
Because you feel like you're missing out.
And it's like, oh, take vitamin C 3 times a day. And I'm like,
I don't have vitamin C.
Okay.
But I'm going to go get me a vitamin C.
Yes. Does anybody else have any other questions?
I don't have any questions. I'm just literally writing down all the information you guys are giving me. It's really been hard for me, honestly, to even get a sale. I feel like everyone wants to be like a health investigator the minute I put on a freaking detox tea, and that just literally frustrates me.
But they will eat the craziest things and drink the craziest.
That's the thing I was about to say. And I work in a hospital setting, Rachel, you know this, and I watch people eat like the most disgusting things, and sometimes it's a little snippy, Rachel. You know my attitude. I'm a very nice person, but I am full of sass.
I know. I know.
You eat a freaking burger from like 10 freaking cows, but you want to do freaking research on detox? You need to get this detox tea and put the damn burger down.
I know.
It's been so frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. In the beginning, joining TLC, it's been like a month and a half for me already. In the beginning, I hit the ground running. I think it's because a lot of people around me, it was easy to get them in and everything like that. And now I'm at this like, well, Rachel, what the hell am I doing? Where do I go from here?
What's the next step? you know, and I'm not calling you out, you know, I'm using it because a lot of other people on the team are experiencing the same thing. And that's what I was talking about. You go from that, hey, I just started luck factor, where you feel like you don't have to reach out to new people and you don't have to post as much because people are kind of coming to you. That wears off. The newness wears off. And that's when you have to work in. That's where everyone shines. That's where the real businesses are built. Because at the end of the day, when you think about it, you know, a brick and mortar business, what do? They send out brochures. That's what we do when we send the emails with our business launch scripts. What do? You know, they have events where they have samples. What do? We find vending events where we do samples. Maybe we go live online on Facebook or Instagram and we're showing off, talking about, you know, what it is we have. Invite your sister or your friend or somebody over and you say, hey, I'm going to be showing my sister, talking to her about all the benefits, and we're going to do a taste testing.
Wait,
and think about, yes.
Can I interrupt you real quick?
Yes.
I just have to say it, because if I don't say it right now, I'm going to forget.
Go.
About the Facebook Live. I literally one day was sitting here in my apartment bored.
Mm-hmm.
I did a Facebook Live. There was nobody on that Facebook. So I thought there was nobody on that Facebook Live. Like, I saved it, and I, you know,
when you save it
24 hours. Literally the next day, I got like 5 people in my inbox.
Yes.
And I was just sitting there like, hey guys, I'm bored. I'm going to tell you guys how I started with TLC.
It's because you were talking crap, like
exposing it. And I'm like, I'm about to do this like more often, because I was literally like, nobody's on my live. I just wasted like half
You guys remember I used to do a live where I would talk about the 30-day Get Fit Challenge, and I would highlight all the benefits of the different products, and I would leave it there for 24 hours. And I'm getting back into leaving my live up there, because what you guys need to remember, you could have 3 people on your live. You better keep your energy, like Deanna said, you better keep your energy high like you got 20. Okay, I could have 1 person on my live, and I will be talking it to the person, 1 person. It's a psychological thing. A part of you is like, nobody's watching me, but I had to learn how to be like, I don't care, because they're gonna watch later when I click share and stuff.
Exactly.
Guess what happened?
The next day, I'm like, 30 people watch my live. I'm like, okay.
Yes. Deanna, I think Deanna was the only one. Karenza, she was here too. I had a live a few months back, and you guys were all like, oh, Pastor Rachel, because I was real upset that day and I had time, and we had a real heart to heart. And that live, you know, I had quite a people on while we were talking about it, and it was during one of our trainings. I was talking about the fact that, you know, I was tired. I was working my full-time job and TLC. So I was working like 12, 13-hour days. I felt exhausted. I didn't understand why I was doing it. I was almost damn near in tears with you guys. And I was talking to you guys about the fact that why we're doing it. And you have to remember your why at the end of the day. I'm doing it because of my kids. I'm doing it because of my student loans. I want to help my family. I need financial freedom. I cannot stand my job. It is emotionally draining. I have a bigger purpose than being told I can only make $12 an hour, $15 an hour. Like, don't let someone box you in with what they tell you they're going to compensate you with, when you know that you have a bigger tool in your hand, but you have to put the work in. Why do you go to work 8 hours, a day, 10 hours a day, whatever it is, and you put in so much effort to build someone else's dream, to make this much money, to have this much stress on your plate, but you won't go home every day to do 2 hours or 4 hours to build your own business that's going to help you make this much money and have this much stress on your plate? Why? Why are we investing so much time and energy into the things that are not going to give us what we want, but we're afraid to temporarily make ourselves uncomfortable temporarily in order to have what we want on the other side? But you have to tell yourself, because it's going to get uncomfortable. I was talking to one of my best friend, Hillary, and Karenza, Claudine, you guys know Hillary. She's the sweetest person ever. And she's a little ball of fire. And I told her the other day, I said, I don't know what it is. And you guys know I'm very transparent. I will curse. I will tell you how I feel. I will tell you if I feel discouraged, because it's real life. And I don't want you guys to think I'm perfect, because I'm not. There's weeks where I'm like, oh, Lord, how are we going to do this? But then I re-energize myself. I do my mindset training. I talk to friends or whoever else, and we remind ourselves why we're doing it. It's because I'm a human too. We're all humans, and we need that. That's why we have a team. We need each other to remind each other why we're here, why we're doing it, why it's going to be so worth it. But we have to decide as a unit, we are all prepared to feel temporarily uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable. Nothing. You guys see that quote, No amazing things happen in your comfort zone. You have to get uncomfortable to be able to get what you want. And I told Hillary, I said, lately, sometimes I feel scared. I'm like, and the closer I get to, this is me being very honest with you guys, like I feel scared, and I'm like, are we going to do well? Is the team going to do well? I have a lot of people who, you know, they don't really want to put the work in, but they say they want it, and it's hard to motivate other people. Guys, you don't understand. That's one of the hardest things. I hope I make it look easy to motivate you. And I know, you know, there's some of you guys, I talk to you, and after we get off the phone, you guys are like, Rachel, you put a battery in my back. Danielle was like, you put a battery in my back. She was like, and every time I talk to you, I leave, and for the rest of the day, I'm like, boom. And I'm like, well, guess what? I hope that's what makes me me. I hope that's why all of you guys were attracted to me. You know what I mean? And I hope that, you know, whatever I have to say or how I help coach you helps you successful, helps make us successful. But I need your help because I can't do it alone. I know how I can perform. I know that I can be consistent, but it's the hardest thing in the world to motivate other people. And this is me being very honest, because I hope it helps wake up something in all of you guys, and you guys can pass this on to the other, you know, team members. When we have systems in play to be successful, and it's literally like, there's no guessing. So when I hear, I don't know what to do, I'm like, I want to pull my face off, because I'm like, you know what to do. You're actively choosing not to do it. And you guys are all laughing because in some way, shape, or form, and this is what I love, how it's never one person just feels it. Everyone, look, all you guys are like moving in the chair, like Chris is moving around, Deanna's holding her face, Claudine's rolling back in the chair. If I could see Carenza, I know Carenza probably fell out the chair, but it's just like, we all can understand because we all suffer from it. There's days where I'm like, Rachel, what did you do today? And I'm like, oh God. And then the next day I'm like, shit, I got to make $150 today to hit my goal because I didn't get to work yesterday. But it's about the consistency. We all deal with it because we're humans. And the more you have the potential to actually succeed, and the bigger your dream is, your why has to be big enough to make you cry, and your why has to be big enough to make you nervous. That's why we all back up. And the self-sabotaging behavior sets in, where we say, I don't think I have time today, or, oh, I think I'm too tired. It's because you're scared, because you understand that this is something that can change your life, and it's scary. But that's why I say you have to get uncomfortable. And remember, you're not getting uncomfortable by yourself. You're getting uncomfortable with 50-something other people, 55, almost 60 other people, okay? And if you want to talk about someone who understands how to get uncomfortable, me, okay? And a lot of you, that's how we all wound up coming to be. Because in some way, shape, or form, you saw what I was doing, saw my consistency. You guys would not be here if you didn't see my consistency. Okay, for a straight year in TLC now. So we know what to do. The systems are here. I literally give you the goods. Candace, you know, Sanisha, I send you the videos, everything. But if you don't do the back work and you don't actually every day work it, like you go to your job and work, not going to happen. But y'all can sit back and watch us make this money, okay? That's all I'm gonna end this with, because
I'm still at my job listening to y'all. I was off at 5. Okay. Because I didn't want to hop in the car and not be able to take these notes.
Let me tell y'all something, okay? Miss Chris over here is about to go on her 3rd week. She's about to be binary qualified. So y'all can go ahead and play if you want to. We're about to have a crazy team out in Vegas.
Bro, trying to get people to sign up. It is.
It is, but guys, it's about to close us out.
It is.
So if you guys have questions or anything you want to address, because it's going to shut up. I don't mean to cut you guys off, but it's literally going to dump us out of the chat in a second. Send it in the group. Let's make it an amazing week. And remember, go back to the system, write out your day, schedule your day and your week, and you need to come up with a daily routine for yourself, written down. All right?
It's terrible. It's great, but it's terrible.
You got to do it. Trust me, I have it. I have one. You got to do it. All right? Bye, y'all. Have a good night.
Bye.